Hey guys, so in our last video we drew some different cartoon face expressions, right? I challenged you to do 16, but as many as you did is fine. Today we're going to start to develop a cartoon character, and this cartoon character is going to be you. So we're going to go through this kind of a few steps at a time. I'll of course be doing me, but you do you, okay? So everything I do for myself, try to think for yourself, and change it up if you need to. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to my document camera. Okay, so when you go to draw a cartoon version of you, you need to try to think about a few of your defining features. So a few things that really make you you, that really show who you are. Just kind of start thinking of things. If you want to make a list, you can make a list. So for me, I feel like my hair, kind of, because it's pretty long, or kind of getting long, and if I had a cartoon character with really short hair, it wouldn't really look like me right now. So I'm gonna say longish hair. That's the first thing. My chin. So I have a little bit of a butt chin. Like I have like the dimple, the indent in my chin. And I mean, some people have it, but I don't feel like everyone does. I feel like a lot of people have the nice even chin instead of this little indent. So I'm gonna include that. Dimpled chin. Now, other things that I might include, my cartoon character is going to be me as an art teacher. So one thing that a lot of you have probably seen me in is that apron I wear anytime we're painting or being messy at school. So I'm going to include that, my apron, my art apron. When you kind of try to figure out yours, think of things that are like really kind of define you, that make you different from other people. So if you always wear your hair in a bun, the cartoon character should have a bun, right? If you're always wearing a certain hat because it's your favorite team, you want to include that. If you always wear red t-shirts, you want to include a red t-shirt. If you have glasses, if you have freckles, if you have bangs. So try to think of things that make you look different from the other people around you, your friends, your family. What makes you look different, okay? And they don't have to be big things. And once again, you could think of a specific part of yourself. So if you love softball, you play softball all the time, then that might be how you incorporate that into your character. So this cartoon version of you doesn't have to be every version of you, right? Obviously, we're different at work or at school or at home or playing sports or with your friends. So just pick whatever version of you want to do. Like I said, I'm doing art teacher cartoon me. But you can do any. So if you want to do yourself as a sports player and athlete, if you want to do yourself as like a video gamer and you have a headset on and a controller in your hand always as your cartoon character, then that's fine, okay? So these are the ones that I'm going to stick with. Now, when you go to do cartoon characters, you do super simplified versions of like a realistic drawing of you. So instead of like trying to get the face shape and the eyes and the nose and the mouth exactly correct, you're going to do a simplified version. So something like these, but it doesn't have to be that simple. Once again, you're just going to kind of start with an oval or round shape. You can do these drawings as big or as little as you want, okay? I am starting with pencil. When you have it the way you want, I'm going to ask that you see if you can find a pen or marker so you can trace over all your lines you're going to keep and then erase the ones you don't, okay? So I'm going to do a mostly round shape. I'm going to kind of include, I kind of have this curve right here where like it's almost flat on the bottom if you're looking straight at me. Almost like a rounded square. So I kind of want to keep that in mind when I'm kind of doing the bottom of my face. Okay, so once again, cartoon face. I'm gonna make me super happy. I'm gonna be the happiest art teacher in the world. Just kidding, I don't know what the happiest. But I'm gonna make my little cartoon happy. Super simple nose, just a little curve. I don't know if that helps any. Okay. Cartoon characters, you usually have pretty big eyes compared to the rest of them. Just because eyes are one of the things that show a lot of expression, a lot of emotion. So without them, it's kind of hard to picture. So I'm just gonna do kind of round light. I'm gonna give me a couple eyelashes just to kind of show. Gosh, I hate that you guys can't see this better. And do the inside of the eyes. And once again, here you can kind of pick your cartoon style. If you want this to look more super simple, do it that way. If you want it to look like more anime-ish, do it that way. Kind of your choice here. And when I go to color mine, I'll probably make sure to include my eye color, because that's another thing that's kind of unique about me, because they're pretty light. But for now I won't. Eyebrows. Okay. So now that I have my face, which once again doesn't look very much like me yet, I'm going to start to add in those defining features. So I'm going to kind of erase this chin area and just add a little line to be my little chin here. And then I'm thinking about my hair. So it's usually parted to the side, but I wear all different ways. I think I probably wear it down more than anything. So I'm gonna give myself a side part. I do have these longer bangs. So I might draw those first. And this does not have to be super fancy right now. Just try to start getting things in, okay? So those are kind of my side bang. And then the rest of my hair is usually just wavy and kind of long. So I'm just gonna kind of do some wavy, longer lines. Other side of my head coming down. You can't tell too much in the camera, but my ears do stick out a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and give me an ear here. Okay, there's the start, cartoon neck. In real life, obviously your necks are not tiny, but in cartoons, it's usually the head's pretty big. At least the style I'm doing. You could do more realistic, less realistic, completely up to you. Okay. So I'm not gonna draw the whole body, but I am gonna draw like the top half, but I wanna make sure to include this apron, okay? So it goes around my neck and then kind of down to my sides. It has a pocket. It has like, so it's black and then the pocket's like denim with like white flowers, or they wear white flowers, and it's got a ton of stains all over it. I think I'll just draw like a t-shirt underneath. Okay. So I'm just gonna add in arms. I'm not gonna worry about legs or anything right now, and I'm just gonna cut off right here. Obviously there'd be the bottom of the apron and my pants or skirt or whatever I'm wearing, but for now, I'm just gonna add in my arms, cartoon arms. So I'm gonna do a thumb, and then I'm just gonna do round for the rest of my fingers. I'm not going to add in all my fingers. I'm not gonna be that detailed. This is a cartoon. We wanna keep it simple, okay? This other arm I think I'm gonna have coming up. Thumb, round 4, fingers. Okay, so I have a Sharpie pen, the ones that are super thin tip, but you can use whatever pen, preferably black, but like dark blue will work too. If you don't have pens, that's fine. Maybe just look at this, erase the lines you can, or try to redraw it without the lines that you don't want. So I'm going to try to get just the jawline I want to keep. And actually, this is writing a little bit thicker than I'd probably like. Yeah, so that line, that's a little bit too much. And actually, I'm kind of thinking I tend to be pretty messy, so I might put paint on my face too. Some of you have probably seen me paint on my face before. And some of you have probably accidentally got paint on your faces. You know who you are. And I'm sorry for that. But, you know, evidence that I'm messy. Paint on my face. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase pencil lines. Well, I'm going to give it a second to dry. Then I'm going to erase pencil lines. And that will be the base for my character. And then I'm going to try to redraw it a couple more times, giving it different expressions. So the more you draw your cartoon you, the easier it'll get. Now this is cartoon you, so you decide what you want to include, what you don't want to include, what you want to emphasize about yourself, what you want to leave out about yourself. We want you to be happy with what, or I want you to be happy with what you make. So don't feel like you have to make it exactly like you. This is totally your cartoon. So you do it the way you want to do it. All right, guys, so there you have it. Do a few cartoon versions of you. Practice giving them different expressions. Move their eyebrows, move their mouths, move their arms. Think about what they need to look like you, and then start doing that. If you want to try to color them in afterwards, go for it. Obviously with mine, I'd give her brown hair. This apron needs to be black, light skin color, so on and so forth. So just do the best you can. Try to make a cartoon you. It's okay if it doesn't look just like you. Obviously, this doesn't look like me, okay? That's about it, you guys. We will be using these as part of something we do later on. So kind of hold on to these, keep in mind, keep practicing drawing cartoon you if you want to. Yeah. So that's that. I will see you guys for the next video.